The 2024 Subaru Impreza is all new. I'm Tom Voelk for the Seattle International Auto Show, and you know we're in the Pacific Northwest. Everybody loves Subarus here. Strictly a hatchback now, it looks similar to Gen 5. The brand's loyal owners don't seem to care much about design anyways. For them, it's all about sensibility, something Impreza has a lot of. It's the automotive equivalent of jeans and a t-shirt. Good news for people who think cars are too expensive these days. A base Impreza retails for just over $24,000. Now, that means you're rolling with 16-inch steel wheels and hubcaps, but you have a new car and a warranty. Now, this is the all-new top-spec RS model. Fully loaded, this one is 31 grand. And all of these prices include destination plus standard symmetrical all-wheel drive because, well, this is a Subaru. Impreza shares an architecture with the higher-riding Crosstrek. The Subaru global platform is kind of a carryover from Gen 5 with underlying upgrades, including 10% more starch to the structure and a new dual-pinion steering rack similar to the one found on WRX. Active LED headlamps are similar to the ones exclusive to luxury cars not that long ago. The symmetrical all-wheel drive system is improved and gets brake-based torque vectoring ability. All of these changes upgrade drivability. Impreza is already known to be fun to sling around curves. Speaking of, the RS looks sporty and gets 18-inch alloys plus a sport-tuned suspension. The interface display is larger, 11.6 inches, and there's crimson trim. But the main reason to consider RS might be under the bonnet. Base and sport Imprezas run with a 152 horsepower 2-liter Boxer 4-cylinder. This is a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder, making 182 horses and 178 pound-feet of torque. Extra oomph that could be handy during highway merging. The RS weighs 3,300 pounds. The manual gearbox has been 86'd. All Imprezas now get a Lineartronic, continuously variable transmission. Sport and RS add a manual mode with simulated 8-speed ratios. Both get SI drive modes too. Don't expect adaptive dampers at this price though. There are off-road graphics that give drivers some data on what's happening, but Impreza only has 5.1 inches of ground clearance. Everybody thinks all-wheel drive is just for snow. It's not. It's great when the streets are wet, something we have a lot of in Seattle. And in the fall, leaves can be as slippery as ice. This launches with 2 wheels on fall foliage. The others are on dry pavement. The system handles it without issue. If you're wondering about performance, remember this is the bigger 2.5 liter. It's more powerful, so it'll do the 0 to 60 dash in about 8 seconds. Add some time if you're going with the 2-liter. The suspension soaks up bumps nicely. The chassis structure gets 3 times the structural adhesive compared to 2023 Imprezas, some 88 feet of it. This helps to improve the driving dynamics and the ride quality, which is comfortable. It also hushes the cabin some. Road noise is now around average. Impreza is the kind of car that you drive for a while and realize, man, I'm having fun chucking this into corners. The Boxer engine sitting low in the engine bay helps. The center of gravity is dropped. Plus, there's the new steering rack and the stiffer architecture. It all adds up to a good amount of fun. It helps that the ground clearance is lower than Crosstrek. Subaru considers this a car, not an SUV crossover. Steering weight is light, but not over-assisted. Tossed hard into a corner, yeah, there's going to be some roll and understeer. So it's sport-tuned, but far from punishing. Subaru works a little bit of magic with its CVTs. The engineers have largely eliminated that rubbery, elastic dynamic that they usually have. And when you go into the simulated manual shifts, they feel real. Pretty good. Not a dual clutch, but, you know, good. Impreza's sensible design helps with visibility. It's easy to see out of. Plus, Subaru's improved active electronic safety ADAS suite, dubbed EyeSight, helps. Adaptive cruise control is standard, so is decent lane keeping and automatic emergency braking with pedestrian and bike detection. Fuel economy. The EPA rates the average of this 2.5-liter Boxer engine at 29 miles per gallon. That's mid-pack. The Honda HR-V scores 27, Chevy Trailblazer 28, the non-hybrid version of the Toyota Corolla Cross and the 2-liter Impreza score 30. So there are your numbers. There's no color choice when it comes to the RS interior. This is a $31,000 vehicle, so Napa leather won't be happening here. At least the seats are heated and comfortable. The driver's chair is powered with lumbar adjustment. Those riding shotgun will be doing it manually. It's dark in here. The optional sunroof does a lot to brighten the mood. RS and Sport get the larger iPad-sized display. The crispness is impressive. It can be kind of laggy at times. There are some hard buttons for things that drivers need quickly, but most of the controls are on the screen. It's pretty easy to use with good layout. The Qi charger works well with my iPhone 13 Pro. It's not fussy at all. And there's wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, always a win. The optional 10-speaker Harman Kardon sound is bundled with the sunroof. It's a solid, punchy system and exclusive to the RS. Impreza's back seat is roomy for a compact hatchback. Two adults, even if they're on the larger side, will be comfortable back here. 3 average-sized ones will be good for short trips across town. This step helps when loading things to the roof. The cargo hold is useful too. Seats up, there's just over 20 cubic feet to fill. It's easy to reach in and drop the backs since Impreza is kind of low to the ground, opening up 56 cubic feet. Big enough for a large dog crate. Choose the Sport model with its less powerful engine, and this car is closer to 28 grand. A good deal, especially if you find the RS's red interior accents a bit much. Impreza is fun to drive, affordable, and practical. Available now, head to your local Subaru store for a test drive. Maybe wait for a rainy day to check out the all-wheel drive. For the Seattle International Auto Show, I'm Tom Voelk.